as your academic calendars, department resources, technology, things like that. This is where you'll go. And I'll go ahead and click in some here. So these are all links that'll take you to Creighton's website resources. For instance, like our academic calendars, it'll take you straight there. So for the EdD program, you'll look under the graduate school. And if we were to look at like 2018-19 8-week program calendar, here you go. So if you wanted to look ahead at other calendars and plan for registration and stuff, this is a really good resource. And it's also good for when you're planning your dissertation defense and things like that. You can see when we have different breaks. Or if you have financial aid questions, you can come here and it'll connect you with the financial aid website at Creighton. Super helpful because some people have trouble navigating the website itself, and this kind of just breaks it down a little easier, or that's our goal anyway. So for big department, graduate school, university level stuff, you'll look under this first module for general information. I'm just going to go ahead and minimize it for now because I'm just going to talk specifically about the EdD's resources that we offer. If anybody has any questions, first of all, like as we're going along, please raise your hand or message me. Just let me know because I want to make sure you get out of it what you want. So starting at the top, overview. This is just big, broad, general things about the program. There's a nice message here from Dr. Mossbreen. Now like a really important piece that I want to point out is this contact information section. So if you're questioning, I don't know who to talk to about registration or candidacy, or gosh, I really want to talk to Dr. Georges, but I don't know her phone number or something. All of our information is here, along with what you might reach out to us for. So Shannon, your academic coach for registration, temporary withdrawals, transfer credits, that kind of thing. Anything with candidacy or dissertation, or if you can't get a hold of Shannon, you can always talk to me as well. And then all of our faculty are listed here too. So a good thing to keep in mind. And then we also have our mission listed as well, if you ever wanted to check that out. So right under that is our newsroom. So tonight's JayTalk will be uploaded into the JayTalk section. And we also have our archived JayTalks as well. So if you miss one or you want to rewatch one, they're all available to you here. And if you miss a student in one of our newsletters, we send out a newsletter once a month. And if you miss one or you want to reread, we have our archived ones here. So this link takes you to a website, which I'll show you. It has all of our newsletters in here back to January of 2017. So you can go back and check them out. Lots of good information in them. I know I get a lot out of it. We also have a student lounge. It's just a conversational piece if you want to talk to classmates or get to know each other. I don't recommend asking us questions here, but we check it frequently if by chance you do. But it could be a good way to connect with classmates that are in other cohorts. The next tab here is on registration. So this is important for every student, no matter what stage of the program that you're in. Shannon has written a nice little section here. Our biggest thing is to communicate with us because we can always change things or help you out, but you have to tell us in order for us to do so. She's connected the academic calendar, catalogs, and schedules in this section as well, if you ever have questions about that. She has her plans of study, the book list. So we get lots of questions about where the book list is. It's here, right here. I'll even click on it so we can look. So we update this as soon as we get them in. And you'll see it for all the courses here. And this is the most up-to-date version we have. So if you ever have any question about what books you need, this is it right here. Below that, we have course descriptions, enrollment policies, and the practicum manual. So the enrollment policies is another piece that you should really check out. Some things are common sense and some things are specific to the program and graduate school, and they can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. So for instance, like here's, never mind, we're not going to click on that one. I apologize. So our temporary withdrawal policy, if you need to take a break for a semester or you're going to take the summer off, this is the policy here in the section with the request form. And then when you're ready to come back, the return form is also here. And then we have transfer credits and our 899 policy. The next section is on candidacy. So this will be for students who are nearing the 32 credit hour mark in the program. The next time to write for candidacy is during spring term 1. So for those students or for those that will be preparing for, I think, the fall one of next year, this is a great resource. The manual is here. I highly recommend reading the manual because it has all the information that you need to know. Any of us that work with the program can answer questions, but we're just going to refer you to the manual because that's where all the information is. There's also the policy regarding candidacy and proposal, and a JayTalk is down here too. Or if you just don't know where to start, Shannon and I have included FAQs for every section in here. And if there's a question that you have that's not in there or you think should be added, please feel free to reach out to us because we want this to help you as best it can, because this is for you. And it's nice to just kind of come in here and click around and see what there is and where things are. Just because it can be something new, it's not set up like other courses, kind of its own thing. So this is for the city and IRB certification. All this information in here is also sent to you upon successful proposal. So that'll be after candidacy and after you take ILD 814. Within 16 weeks of that, you'll be ready to propose, hopefully. And once you've proposed, you can go ahead and obtain IRB certification for your project. So this is all the information you need to know about that. And if you have any questions about the IRB process, we have contact information here at the bottom for Christine Schuring. She's amazing, and we've actually worked with her to develop these instructions that are here. Beneath that is the dissertation page. So for those of you nearing dissertation, in dissertation, there's a ton of stuff in here of everything that you could ever want to know. If you want to see what a defense looks like, we have some that if you only have a minute, we have those in there. We don't have full defenses up here yet, but we are working on it. Those should be up in the next couple months, I would say. And then there's templates and APA checklists, all that kind of thing. And an FAQ, if you don't know where to start, don't forget that those are there. So for anybody, if anywhere in the program, if you want extra APA and writing resources, we have those as well. So I'm super happy to say that one of your fellow classmates recently made these really nice tutorials. Her name's Sharon Holderman, but she made these awesome tutorials and they really break it down into different things: punctuation, using passive voice, general formatting, tables, abstracts, all of it. Like, this is super good resource. Our faculty has looked it over and approved it to be put here. So please take advantage of it. They're all links to YouTube pages or YouTube videos. And they're short, sweet, to the point. They're not obnoxiously long. I think they're all around 7 minutes or less. And then there's some other resources in here as well. But the tutorials are a great place to start if you need help with APA. Beneath that, we have a small section on research resources. So there's selected high impact journals that are at our library. And then there's also quantitative and qualitative methods links. These were both paid, or these links were both provided by faculty members and what they find useful. So if you need help figuring out where to start, there would be a good place. And then when you're visiting Omaha, so for new students, when you're planning on coming for orientation, or if you come for, one of our writing workshops, or for your dissertation defense, this is a good place. It has a map, the Visitors Bureau, and area hotels, all that good stuff. And at the very bottom is like a page that has all the FAQs. So if you're not really sure which section to start in, from registration to graduation, we have it all here. And again, if you see something that's not here and you would like it to be, just let Shannon or I know and we can always add it. So that's our Student Resource Center. Does anybody have any questions? Or they have something that they're looking for and they can't find? I'd be happy to help.
Thank you, Lydia. This is really helpful.
Is there anything that you didn't see that you were hoping to see?
Oh, it looks really well organized. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Shannon and I worked really hard to try to make this as easy as possible for you guys. Does any of the faculty have questions that they get often and they want to show where something is?
I don't. I think you did a really good job of the overview. Thank you, Lydia.
Thanks, Debbie.
I'm looking forward to seeing the links of the full defenses. I think that might be really helpful.
Yeah,
I don't know if the proposal is done like a live or a video session either, but that would be very helpful to see an example of that too.
so proposals are typically done more privately with just the committee member, the chair, and the student. But I can talk with some faculty and see if they have any coming up. We could probably get something done for that.
Hey Lydia, it's Candace.
Hi, Candace.
Hello. Oh, I'm very close. So you have the main screen there under EdD and interdisciplinary leadership programs, and then we have the column there on the left. What overlaps and what's unique? So like if a student was looking for research resources, as you have in the pages that you've created, but then there's one there on the left that says library/research resources. Why would a student choose to go to the link that you've created versus that link over there?
So the link that we've created is specific to the EdD program. So here, I'll show you. Like these research resources, like this list here, well, it's a Word document that contains some high impact journals that faculty have chosen as most beneficial. And then these methods links were also provided by faculty that link to external sites. If you're looking for more or looking to utilize the library, like our Creighton library and research resources, you would click there. And it shows you it brings you to Creighton's website, so you can look directly within the Reiner library system.
Does that link to the library resources that were set up by, I think it's Chris Carmichael?
Yes.
Or is there a link? Oh, okay. I didn't see that there. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right spot. But that's very helpful.
Lydia, what's under the blue cast content there on the, yeah.
I do not know. It's going to be a mystery.
Fun.
So when we upload the JayTalks, they'll be here as well. It's a new process that we're using to upload the videos because they'll be saved in a cloud service instead of on somebody's, like in the back end of Blueline. It's a different service that will host it. All the videos will be here as well.
So that create button right there, can anyone create a quick Bluecast video? Like if I had a question that I wanted to leave there for you, or an idea, can I create a quick video and just plop it in there and then you'll come back and look at it? Or what do you think will happen if somebody clicked create?
I don't know. I don't know if this looks the same for students,
Okay.
if I'm to be honest.
Okay. I mean, I've been on this site a number of times, but you definitely showed me more things than I had seen before.
Yay! That was my goal.
Yep.
Okay, if there aren't any other questions, this is Debbie. Usually the next item we have on the agenda for JayTalks is for hot topics. Shannon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Do you have any pressing announcements or reminders about registration?
Yeah, so sorry, you'll probably hear little voices in the background.
Okay.
So today, at the very end of the day, I think I am caught up on all registration requests I have. So I'll be sending out an email to the listserv tomorrow, kind of addressing that and encouraging students to check their Nest account to verify that registration. And if you're not registered, that probably means we need to talk or there's a reason to get in touch with me. So that will be coming out tomorrow. But otherwise, spring registration should be pretty well on the way, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Lydia, did you have any announcements related to what you're up to right now, this time of the semester?
Nope. We're coming to an end. There's a lot of dissertation defenses coming up. If anybody wants to like log in and watch one live, we do have Zoom links for all of our defenses if you're interested in doing that. Other than that, that's about it.
Okay, thank you, Lydia. It just went out of my head. Oh, Ryan, I think you asked about whether proposals would be recorded, and Lydia answered you. I was just going to fill that in a little bit more. Proposals are not handled in the same way defenses are for the project at the end. What happens is when you get to proposal, you'll have selected a time where it works for your committee member, for your chair, and for you. And as Lydia said, it's either done by Zoom or by phone. It's not done as a formal presentation with the audience that you have the way you do with the final defense. So you do have a formal presentation, but it's only done for the two people there. And because of that situation, it's not recorded. We incorporate recording with the defenses, because there's so many questions about it, that's a key component. But the other aspect of it is we have a lot of, or I shouldn't say a lot, we have occasionally people attend remotely those defenses. And so we have Zoom set up anyway, so it's convenient also to do that recording. So it's kind of a twofold purpose. Proposals are not public in the same way that the final defense is. The final defense is public to the extent that the graduate school knows the time, knows it can make an announcement about when specific topics are being presented. I mean, who's specifically defending and what their topic is what I'm trying to say. On occasion, we have people from other places in the university who choose to attend those defenses because they are public in that sense. We've had people who came last time. In the last couple of defenses, we've had people who had classmates from other cohorts or within their cohort attend. Sometimes they bring family members. Sometimes their supervisor, particularly if they did a project within their organization, sometimes your supervisor wants to come to support you, not to critique, but to support you. Sometimes we have people in other departments. Like we've had I would say a handful of people from student affairs who are part of our program and are finishing the EdD, and so other people within student affairs come to watch and they happen to be on campus. So in that sense, those final dissertation defenses are public for those kinds of audiences. And because we have remote access for that, though all of those are recorded. Proposals are not, because it's a different kind of situation. Does that help, Ryan?
It does. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Other questions?
Hey, Deb, I have a hot topic.
Okay, hot topic.
We have hooding coming up next week.
We do.
So, Lydia, do you know how many people are being hooded next week?
I am not sure on the final count number-wise, but we have like the largest group of graduates we've ever had in the fall.
Awesome.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, so that's always a really great ceremony. We get to attend that. And we're in what week are we in? 7? That's exciting. And the holidays are coming up. That is super exciting. So hopefully everybody is planning to have a little break. I know that the folks that are preparing for candidacy, which I see a few on here, that will be preparing for candidacy over the break. Also take a break before you start getting into preparation mode as well. So it's exciting celebration time on campus, and at home too.
Okay. If there
I'll
aren't
actually
any-
traveling to Omaha over the holidays.
Ryan, you
I
are?
live in Chicago. Yeah, I live in Chicago, but my family's all in Omaha, so I will be there. Yep, I'll be going to the old market and to something called the Gray Plume. Never been there, but I've heard it's good in Omaha.
Well, just FYI, we are actually closed between Christmas and New Year's, so I don't want you to be disappointed if you decided to just run up to the office while you're here.
I don't think I'm going to dive into the library over Christmas break.
Okay,
but-
because the whole university is shut down, minimal staff, so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then if there are no other questions or hot topics, I would announce, I want to be sure I tell you this right. We are not going to hold a JayTalk in January because it would actually be the second week of January, which is before classes start. And that's not a very good time that people would be available to see it. So we're going to wait until February for our next one, and that will be Wednesday, February 13th. So you'll hopefully get a calendar appointment instead of an email, right, Lydia? Since in my brilliance, I sent you an email instead of a calendar appointment, as I have done a couple times before. That tends to work better. So sometime in January, you'll get that appointment and the topic and that kind of thing, so you can plan for it. So that'll be the next time we'll be in touch with you. Otherwise, thank you again, Lydia. Great job. We really appreciate it. For those of you who have contacts with other people in your cohorts, hopefully this will be posted soon. It is me. It does take me a little bit of time to get that posted, but I will work on that. And otherwise, have a good break and happy holidays, and we will see you in February. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're
Bye.
welcome.